Hey everyone, thank you for listening to another episode of Dan Tony Sports. My name is Dan Snyder, joined tonight by Dan Beebe and Tony Casper. Dan O'Shea is on his way. He'll be here in just a little bit. How are you guys doing?
Not bad.
Good. We're back.
Yes, we are back. And unfortunately, it's under circumstances beyond our control that we're going to have a terrible, terrible night tonight.
Wow, it's already... Sunday was the start to a terrible week.
In fact, it was. And we're going to get to the episode in just a moment. But before we do, I just want to give everyone listening a heads up. Tonight's episode will be extremely explicit. So if you have kids who are listening and you don't want them to hear extreme use of the F word and other words like that, I'm going to give you 15 seconds to put the kids away. Or to just completely turn it off if you're not comfortable listening to it yourselves. 15 seconds starts now.
Fuck, not quick enough.
Come on, man. I was being serious.
Yeah, well...
No, we don't do that.
I was being serious too, and I didn't want either one of those teams to win.
Yeah, well, we're going to start now. Our
But
poem.
yet we're here now.
Yep.
Our poem tonight. I think it's one that we're all going to agree with. So, without further ado, fuck New England and fuck Tom Brady.
Yep.
Fuck Robert Kraft and fuck the refs.
Yep.
Fuck the Eagles and fuck Nick Foles.
Yep.
Fuck the Lories and fuck their fans.
Sure.
Fuck the Jaguars and their fucking game plan. And fuck the Vikings and their fucking choking. Fuck Bill Belichick and fuck Doug Peterson. Fuck Josh McDaniels and fuck Fletcher Cox. Fuck the Super Bowl and their bullshit teams. Fuck the NFL for letting this happen. Fuck the Patriots and fuck Goodell. I'm not watching this fucking game and I'm not fucking joking.
I don't think that rhymes.
Choking and joking rhyme.
Oh, okay. So that's where it becomes a poem.
That's where it becomes a poem.
Oh, God.
Absolutely correct. That is where it becomes a poem. Now that that's out of me, fuck!
I can't think of a situation where this season could have broken down any more for me not to want to actually watch it.
Do you guys remember when we did our first breakdown? I said, I will be happy with this season as long as the Patriots and Eagles don't win the Super Bowl.
I actually hit our episode. Ha!
Hey, so we're working.
Yeah, we are working. What do you
Yeah.
know?
Look at that, we got a listener!
Hey! Alright.
But
It works!
it worked!
Which is more than I can say for the other two teams, or at least the Minnesota Vikings.
Jesus Christ, were they bad.
We're
We're going to get into it. We're going to get into it.
They were not good.
They were really bad.
Not good at all.
Really fucking bad. But they were so good for the first 12 plays.
Yeah, I
Right? Yeah.
don't know. Where do we want to start here? What's the game plan? Or was that rant it? We're good? We're going home?
No.
Dan, you missed out.
No, we have more. We have more. We have more.
Because that pretty much summed it up. I don't know what I have to say other than what was said in that.
There's more than just the Super Bowl we're going to talk about tonight. First thing we're going to talk about is the NBA.
Oh, yay!
The New York Knickerbockers.
Suck.
They fucking suck, man.
Trash.
They don't play any defense.
Garbage.
By the way, the name of this episode is Rant. So we're just going to rant the whole fucking show.
Alright. Well,
All right.
guess that's what we're going to do.
I mean, is there anything to do other than that?
I mean, it hasn't exactly been... You know what? And quite frankly, it seems fitting. Because this week right now, you've got the shittiest fans of pro sports in Philadelphia. They have to Crisco polls to try and keep these people off of them. These people are absolutely out of control. You saw all the videos of them shitting on every single Minnesota fan. And personally, there's
Did you see when the team was walking in, someone threw a beer bottle and fucking hit one of the players in the head?
I'm not surprised. This is Philadelphia. They throw snowballs at Santa Claus.
They
for
throw
Christ's sake.
snowballs at Santa.
So
and who was it? Jordan Renan, when he first started, he's now the Giants beat guy for ESPN. He started with Philadelphia. He said he was late to one of the games that he was covering, and the crowd was just extremely happy and cheering, and he thought that, maybe they had an interception return for a touchdown, or they had scored, or a big stop. And no, they were cheering because Michael Irvin was leaving on a stretcher.
Jesus.
Right?
Welcome to Philadelphia.
As a Cowboys fan, the only time I had ever cheered or rooted or hoped anything bad would happen, I was 11. And I was hoping that Jake Delhomme broke his hand in the game against the Cowboys.
I think the last time I cheered might have been when Brady got his, leg broken?
It's possible, yeah. That I might have probably should have cheered then, too. As, thought we might have had a ghost, but Tony was just kind enough to close the door.
Yeah, no, I was like, I feel a draft. Is that the coldness I feel coming from
your heart?
Yeah. But, I mean, you know what? It is fitting, because it is a rant that seems perfect for this particular event. Because also, we got the shit that happened in the NFL. You've got
the shitty Knicks.
Well, I mean, it's just not the Knicks. I mean, look at the hostility just going around the NBA in period. We got fights breaking out. We got people like, yo, I'll beat you in the back. Let's WWE this. Get some cameras back in these back rooms. Come on, I want to see some of this stuff.
We're gonna get into that stuff in the NBA in just a couple minutes. But that's great. Really quickly, my new favorite coach in the NBA has got to be Rick Carlisle. Did you guys see what happened last night?
No.
Okay, so one of the players, I don't know how to pronounce his name, I don't remember who it was, got a technical, 2 techs in under a minute, I think, which means he's ejected from the game. So after he gets ejected, he's still jawing with players and jawing with the refs. Rick Carlisle says to him, "You have 2 fucking points. Get off the fucking court." To his own player.
See, now this is where the NBA has just gone sideways. It's like there's no control here at all. There's no actual systematic way that the NBA goes down. It is a free for all right now.
I just want to say, this whole argument of LeBron versus Jordan, it's playing out right now. Jordan's NBA, they settled fights the old-fashioned way. We'll meet at a bar. A la Shaq and what's his name?
I don't remember.
The big Charles Barkley.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, those two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In LeBron's NBA, you got all this stupid garbage and bullshit. Meet me in the back kind of shit. As Dan O'Shea is kind enough to join us, and first thing he hears is this kind of shit.
I love it.
Yes, this is our one explicit episode.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
The episode or the poem that I had read
poem is a loose
was
term
titled
for
"Fuck."
I did see ahead of time that it was entitled "Fuck," and I am gonna have to check it out after the show.
It's a good one. Basically, fuck the Eagles, fuck the Patriots, fuck everything involved.
That was pretty much the summary of it. There was very little rhyming involved.
There was,
but I agreed with pretty much all of it.
It was 12 lines. Line number 6 was fuck the Jaguars and they're choking. Or no, the Vikings and they're fucking choking. And then the last line, line 12, was I'm not watching this fucking game and I'm not fucking joking. So there was rhyming.
That's where he justifies the poem part.
That was...
So we're talking about the NBA right now, actually.
Yeah, we're talking about the NBA and Rick Carlisle, best coach in the history of the NBA right now. Did you see what happened?
No, I don't think so.
Last night, one of the players for the Dallas Mavericks, I don't know his name because I wasn't really going to talk about this, but our word of the day is fuck. This episode's sponsored by fuck. He uses our word of the day. So one of his players gets 2 techs, so he gets ejected. And he's jawing with, the refs and the other players, and Rick Carlisle looks at his own player and says, "You have 2 fucking points. Get off the fucking court." So that's what we're talking about right now. And we're talking about how, players in the NBA today are all about fashion and meeting people in the back. When back in Jordan's day, that time frame, you had guys like Shaq and Barkley who were like, meet me at the club.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't, that's what I'm looking for. They weren't trying to sugarcoat anything, and they weren't, Chris Paul, lead me to the locker room so we can ambush them.
Yeah, that was a whole ridiculous series of events.
Does it make it worse that Chris Paul is the president of the Players Association?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you expect Chris Paul to conduct himself at
Your
least
credibility
better
goes
than
down.
that.
I did hear
like
one
a good
report
neighbor. Chris Paul is there.
I did hear one report that he and who were the three involved again? It was him.
The three Rockets or the three?
Yeah, the three Rockets.
Trevor Ariza?
I think so. And
Green.
I heard a report that he and I think Ariza were there to try and corral Green. So I don't know.
Ariza got suspended.
I doubt that. Ariza's always been a hothead.
Maybe it was him and Green there to
it might have been to corral Ariza, because Ariza's always been a hothead, and had he gone in there, if Blake Griffin really wanted to go at him, Blake would have rocked him.
Ariza is a couple letters short of Arenas.
I mean, Blake Griffin's willing to punch staff members on his own team. He has no qualms with punching an opponent in the mouth.
Just like the Philadelphia Eagles fans have no problem with punching a fucking horse.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. What is that?
I don't know.
What is this, a tradition now in Philly?
Well,
are they going to find a police horse in
I'm sure
Minnesota? Might be a
Philly
moose.
authorities are terrified of either result of this game.
I would be perfectly.
The
polls,
polls,
yeah, Crisco,
and they still climbed them.
Yeah,
they were chanting "fuck Millie," the Vikings fan that was
the
like
99-year-old one.
Come on,
what?
Come on,
assholes.
I know, and, it's a small sample size, not.
No, it's the entire fucking city. No, it's not just the Eagles. It's the Phillies. It's the fucking Flyers. It's the 76ers. It's the entire fucking sports city of Philadelphia.
They are the worst fans they're the worst fans when things are going bad, and the worst fans when things are going good, because they deserve to be like in the middle, like where they're like, I'm upset, but I can't be that angry, or we're doing good but not that good. Just keep them somewhere in a level playing field, because they get too much to one side, and the city of Philly might burn to the ground.
It's ridiculous. They're so bad. We're going to get to them in just a couple minutes. More than a couple minutes, but that's a phrase that people in the radio industry like to say when they mean an hour and a half.
Well, I mean, let's get through the NBA.
NBA. So, we got a couple things to talk about with the Knicks. The Warriors have expressed interest
In KOQ.
and Willie Hernan-Gomez. More so in Kyle O'Quinn, because they like the way he plays. His defense is better.
I think we sell Kyle O'Quinn and try and get there first, because it's going to be a super late first, and then hopefully, we can use that as another piece, or just use both draft picks, and because the draft can be a.
You're the one that's anti-draft pick trading.
Yeah.
So I'm going to propose this scenario.
Okay.
The Blazers come at you, say, give us your first round pick. Give us Frank Ntilikina, and you can have Damian Lillard. You have to say yes to that.
How old is Lillard now?
24.
He's young.
He's
young.
No, there's no thinking about this. I would give up Ntilikina and 2 first round draft picks for Damian Lillard. Get the fuck out of here.
I would consider one.
He's 24. He's going to be your franchise player. He's going to be around for 12 more years. At least.
He's certainly worth 3 of Ntilikina.
At least.
If you could clone that guy and give him over 4 times, you do it.
You're so stingy with your picks.
He's not getting anywhere.
I mean, he's young enough. He fits the timeline that I think I would go for that. I don't know that they necessarily would.
The other trade scenario: Willie Hernan-Gomez and a first round pick for John Wall. John Wall's a little bit older.
Yeah, what's it?
I think he's 26.
26?
I think.
If he's 26, then